Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tracy Hoover.
So I'm pretty sure none of us have ever been welcomed to a conference from space before. It's definitely a first for me. I think it's going to be an exciting next few days. So let me add to the chorus of welcomes that you've already received. We are so glad you're here. Whether this is your first conference or your 10th, or if you're celebrating your 25th anniversary like Points of Light, there's going to be a lot going on this week. So much so that you won't be able to see it all. But remember this, Points of Light can set the table and schedule the rooms and invite the speakers. But the next 3 days, they're yours. If you check out the list of attendees on our cool new conference app, you'll see that we have leaders from the nonprofit, government, and business sectors. We have social entrepreneurs, experts in causes from disaster to education to opportunity youth to veterans. We have strong representation from the faith community and university systems. We even have a few reunions going on this week. In fact, StoryCorps is here, and they're documenting the story of national service as told by some of the truly great minds of our time. So let's all use these next few days to meet new people, get new ideas, and think about the world a little differently. Let's inspire each other. Let's learn from each other. Let's be disruptive together. Let's also celebrate. You've accomplished so much, and we have so much to be proud of. You've accomplished so much, and we have so much to be proud of. More people are engaging than ever before, and they're doing it in new ways. More businesses have made service a part of their corporate culture and also a part of their business strategy. And it's working. Veterans unemployment rates are down. High school graduation rates are at the highest level in our nation's history. Advances in medicine and health care mean that a child born today is more likely than not to live to be 100 years old. We live in an amazing time. An astronaut just spoke to us from space. And over the next 24 hours, volunteers from every corner of the planet will band together to break the Guinness Book of World Records for reading to children. And yet, 1 billion people still live on less than $1 a day. 500 million don't have access to clean water. 63 million girls around the world don't get to go to school. And closer to home, too many children right here in America go to bed hungry, and 1 in 5 won't graduate from high school. And even though we know that the presence of a caring adult in the life of a child can cut those odds in half, there's still thousands of children who are struggling in school, who want but don't have a mentor. We often think about the possibilities of new technologies to drive solutions, and it can. 10 years ago, the only people who knew about Facebook were college students on the campuses where it started. Now there are 1.5 billion people worldwide that use Facebook. If you think about that, that makes Facebook the biggest nation in the world, bigger than China, India, every other country. 10 years ago, there was no YouTube, no Twitter, no Instagram, but now 3 out of 4 Americans have a social network profile. Just 8 years ago, iPhones didn't even exist. Today, there are 7 billion people on the earth and 6 billion cell connections. But technology alone isn't enough. So recently, there was an article in Forbes that proclaimed, the on-demand economy is here to stay, and now is the time to put it to use for your business. think that's exactly the right challenge for us. How are we going to put this on-demand economy to work in the service sector? If Uber and Airbnb can put millions more taxis and millions more hotel rooms in the system, why can't we open up the supply chain of mentors and more efficiently match them with the children who need them? If Amazon can suggest new books to buy based on my past purchases, why can't we help nonprofits to more precisely identify the exact needs and target the volunteers that can best help to meet them? If we can customize our news feeds to get exactly the information that we want, why can't we give a person in need and the causes that support them simple tools that let them tell us exactly what they need? Technology and information are changing the way we understand our world, and it's also changing how we communicate and connect with each other. I think it can also change how we inspire and equip and mobilize every person on the planet to be a change maker. But I think we need to change more than just the machinery of change making. I think we also have to change the mindset. I think we have to stop seeing young people as those who need to be mentored. Millennials are the most technologically advanced generation this world has ever seen. They can do more in 20 minutes than I could do in a day. I also think we have to stop seeing poor people as clients. Too often we think that someone who's financially vulnerable lacks the skills to manage money. But I bet that mother of three who lives on $20,000 a year has better money management skills than many of us. We can learn from her, and we can enlist her to help others. And instead of giving good advice, we can ask good questions. And if we ask good questions, I believe we can usher in the kind of on-demand change-making that will change our world. Thank you.